Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is part 2 of the EV6 2022 Kia EV6 all-electric new SUV that is coming out from Kia this year. And this is part 2. Part 1, we went over powertrain specs, which included the range on the vehicle, horsepower numbers, torque numbers, towing numbers, you name it. If it was on the powertrain, we put it in that video in part 1, and there will be a link to that video at the end of this one. And this is part 2, and today we're going to be going over pricing on each trim level and also some packages and some upgrades that you can add to each model and how much those cost. So let's get this video started right now on pricing of the 2022 Kia EV6. So let's do a little refresher on the 4 trim levels that Kia is offering for the EV6 for 2022. So 4 trim levels. The entry-level model is called the light trim level, and it is in rear-wheel drive only, no all-wheel drive option. You can then move up to the wind trim level, which is going to be optional rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive option with a dual motor, a little more horsepower, a little more power overall, plus all-wheel drive capability. And then on the top end trim is the GT line, either rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. And then there is a technical 4th trim level here with the first edition, but that's just going to be the first few that are made here in the United States, and they're going to be called the first edition. Basically, those are GT line all-wheel drive models with a few little extra add-ons because it's the first edition, like a unique paint color here and there. So that's the 4 different trim levels here. When the first edition goes out and they stop producing first editions, it's basically going to be light, wind, and GT line, and the wind model is going to be the top producing, top selling model there, because it's kind of right in the middle there. It gives you a nice taste of a few options, but you don't have to spend all the money to go all the way up to the top. Talking about all the money, let's talk about the MSRPs here on the light trim. Let's start with that one. Now these MSRPs are plus $1,215 for destination charge. These are just base MSRPs plus destination. So MSRP on the light trim level, rear wheel drive only, $40,900. If you move up to the wind model, that will cost you for the rear wheel drive model $47,000. So about a $6,100 jump from the light to the wind trim level. You do get a decent chunk of features, and I'll talk about that in the next video coming up in part 3. But it's about a $6,100 jump. If you get the all-wheel drive option here on the wind trim level, you're looking at $50,900. If you go with the GT line, the top-end trim, rear-wheel drive, you're looking at $51,200, and all-wheel drive, you're looking at $55,900 for the GT line all-wheel drive model. Again, all those prices are plus $1,215 of destination charges. Now, there are 3 packages that you can option up on the vehicles here. First one is on the wind technology package, which is only on the wind trim level. And you have to get all-wheel drive here. This is not an option for rear-wheel drive model. So you have to get the wind all-wheel drive model and then option up for this technology package. And this technology package is going to add you quite a few actually really nice features. And they call it the technology package for a reason, because this is basically all technology. So first option is going to be blind spot view monitor, which is going to be when you turn the signal on, the turn signal on, either left or right. It's going to display in the instrument cluster a video feed, current video feed of what's happening in your blind spot. So if you turn it on your driver's side, you're going to get into the left lane. You turn that on, and it will show you a feed of if there's a car or if there's nothing there in your blind spot, and it makes it really easy to move back and forth through lanes. Second option you're going to get is the surround view monitor, which is the 360-degree camera that when you're reversed or you're backing out, you can see in front of you, behind you, on the sides of you, just like a 360-degree bird's eye view of the car. The third option on that is going to be remote smart parking assist, which I believe, and I could be completely wrong here, I did some research on it, but I could not find a ton of information about this feature because it sounds like it's going to be first on this EV6, and it's called remote smart parking assist. Now, I believe what it's going to be is going to be like the smart park from the corporate cousin Hyundai, where you can actually hit the button while you're not in the vehicle, and the vehicle will pull out of a parking spot, pull up a little bit, or reverse into the parking spot. That way, if you're in like a tight parking area, you can pull the vehicle out and jump in without having to cram yourself inside the door there and potentially hit someone else's car. So I think that's what that's going to be. Could be completely wrong there. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's what it's going to be. I believe that's what that technology is going to be. And then lastly, parking distance warning reverse. So when you're reversing out, you're backing up to something, it's going to beep at you with an audible tone if you get close to an object behind you, a trash can, a mailbox, a curbside, or whatever it is you're getting close, another car maybe, it's going to beep at you and let you know that you're getting close to something, and the audibles will get faster and louder as you get closer. The two next options are just on the GT line, and these actually have more to do with the seating surfaces than anything else. So there's the GT line white seat package, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You can option up and get the white seats, which look very nice. And then you can also get the suede seat package, which is going to give you like the leather on the outside with the suede interior finish there. Very nice. Now, there is a first edition package, but I'm really not going to talk too much about that package because the folks who are getting the first edition package, they already know what's coming on it, and they've already placed their orders. If you haven't got on the orders already, you're more than likely not going to get a first edition now. So we're going to skip over on that one there. Now, there are 4 different paint colors that are upcharged there on the EV6. First one is Snow White Pearl. Second one is Aurora Black. Third one is Glacier Paint. And those three are going to cost you $495 of additional charge if you want those paint colors. And there is one last one. It's called the Steel Matte Gray Paint. And that's going to be a $695 upcharge on the vehicle there. Now, there are some accessories there where you get cargo mats, carpeted floor mats, cargo net, cargo cover. There are some accessory options in there that you can go on Kia's website and option up. There is one that I'm going to talk about, which is very nice. There is a tow hitch accessory option, and on here, without being installed, the part is going to cost you about $540 for a tow hitch, and this vehicle can tow up to 2,300 pounds, which I talked about that in the first video, part 1 of this series there, and that will be, you can click on the link at the end of this video and go over all those specs there. So that's been the pricing here on the EV6. Priced very competitively. These also are offered with $7,500 in federal tax credits. So you can buy this vehicle, and then next year at your tax times, you can get up to $7,500 in tax credits. You also may have some state and local tax credits that you can apply for in this vehicle here. So Kia still is able to get the $7,500 tax credit. Some manufacturers like Tesla, if you buy a Tesla, you don't get that $7,500 anymore. It's a lot lesser amount because they've already hit the EV sales quota, so the federal government's not giving them as much tax credit. So this EV6 is offered with that tax credit, and if you are in the market for the EV6, I would tell you to get it and use that tax credit next year on your taxes there. So that's been part 2, pricing on the EV6. The part 3, which is coming up very soon, is going to be on the features in each trim level and what the benefits of moving up the trim levels will give you on features there. So if you could, please like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you can stay up to date with all my videos, and you can wait for that part 3 that will be coming out. Can't talk, guys. That will be coming out in just a few days. Thank you all so much for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. Please, again, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, guys. See you in the next video.